live for the first time in chapter 4. Thread too intense. It's kind of Christmassy. All right, let's see how this goes. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Been so long since I've done this. Oh my goodness. I gotta make sure my leg is stretched out at the appropriate bloody angle as well. And Carrie, Jean, and Jill Morgan. Hello, you two. How are you tonight? Happy Friday. Happy chapter 4 of Vanlife Plus. This is the first live stream I've done so far this chapter. Oh, well, thank you very much, Greg. I appreciate that. Hello to you. Brandon's Van Life is here. Hello, sir. Kanan Nazarian. Love your last name. How you doing? Angela Mitchell, B Bear, Andrew, and Life with Bill Siff is here. Oh, look, it's Ambi Ferrari. Ashley Ferrari. Just kidding. Really going live when I'm about to go to IHOP. Well, just sorry to interrupt your sexy Friday night plans, my dear. I hear IHOP in Texas is no good anyway. Unless you get a burger. You guys got a lot of cows down there, right? Alan Schaefer, hello, hello. Destiny Land Adventures, Paula Maddox, Dave Fess, DN, K5S. It's a cryptic name. Hello, hello. We got Michelle M, Jennifer Mann, Michelle Swanson, Nick Dominguez. How you doing, brother? Hopefully you're doing well. Yes, please share. Andrea Thompson, Hiker's Mama, Willow of Moonhaven, Kodiak, hello. Esther, there you are. Lovely to see you in the chat. Torlac for the high tonight. Had some dental work, did ya? Still waiting to go back for the surgery. Oh my goodness, Nick. Well, hopefully you can get a little bit of laughter in before you do. Over an hour later. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. Andrew Dragoo. Well, I'm Andre, actually. Sorry, did I screw up your name? My apologies. You like his name on Patreon. Thank you very much. I see now. Terry Short, North Carolina. Adina, thank you so much for that little super sticker. The fuck seems very happy to see me. As happy as I am to see you, my dear. It's been so long since I've been in here. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with everybody and say hello. Cindy Compton, Poker Gypsy, Victoria Baker, Stephen Aragan. How am I feeling? I'm not doing too bad. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Very tired today. I don't need to get into all of that. That comes out. I was filming as I usually do, so I'll be in the vlogs. The vlogs are about a week and a half behind right now, I think, roughly. It's hard to keep up with this Monday to Friday release schedule that I've set for myself. Oh, Greg's in Edmonton. Are you getting as much snow up there as we are down here? I say that as I open my fan and exhaust because it's bloody hot in here. I'm right at my heater vent, so give me a second, everybody. Woo. Is that open? Come on. Yeah, we're good. Arlene Esserine, preparing the Bride Faith Outreach. Hello, Sharon with an E. How are you, darling? Tatum Lentz. Hey, Matthew and Penny. I hope you both are well. We are doing pretty darn good. Penny, say hello. She's doing what she does best. Come on. Don't let the people down. Nailed it. Still Living is here. Oh, is Aussie Jack here? My upside down Jackie. Sorry, I'm way off my game tonight. I apologize. I didn't see her come in. She's roasting right now, as I'm sure everybody in Australia is. There she is. Hello, Aussie Jack. And Sharon B as well from Tennessee. That kind of rhymed. Not kind of, it absolutely did. We got Leah's here from Dallas, Texas. Leah. I'm going to say Leah because it ends with a oh! YYC car guy. Hello, sir. Nice to see you. Hopefully you're staying warm and off the roads. Unless you want to deal with all the other morons out there. There's some idiot in a yellow Jeep ripping around on these roads right now thinking he's invincible. Son of a bitch. Going to get what's coming to him. Annie Rouleau. Hello, my dear. Peter Jones is here. Biggie's support group. Hello. Welcome to the live chat. Michelle M., please give Penny hugs from me and my girls. I will do just that later. She just went to use the pooper, I think. Oh, no, she jumped up in her cat loft. She's good. Habit Nun Angel. Sorry if I butchered your name. Welcome to your first live stream. I hope you have some fun. We tend to get up to some shenanigans around these parts. I can't promise shenanigans tonight. It's been a while, but... Oh, I've missed you too, Cindy. Thank you very much for saying so. Margie B, hello. Did you find your laundry bag, Peter Jones? No. Somebody didn't watch to the end of the last vlog, I guess. I bought 2 new ones. And my mom still can't find my old one. It's out there somewhere. It's probably downstairs where I sleep when I'm out there. if I had to guess. Hello, Matthew, Penny, the perfect, and all you awesome people. Don't let that go to your head, Penny, but you are pretty perfect, so I'll let it slide. I'm thinking of getting a Sprinter van and turning it into a really big, beautiful living quarter so I can do some van life. I think you should absolutely do that. I think I added the really big part. You just said really beautiful, so it can be any size you want. My apologies. But yes. Now that I'm this far into van life, I can confidently say if you can get something you can stand up in, do that. But if you can't, don't let it deter you either. I mean, I am fine. Would it be nice to stand? Of course. But you got to have goals. There's Dory Don, my favorite traffic reporter. How you doing, my dear? Matthew, how are you in Miss Brooklyn? Happy Friday Eve. Love the Grace edition. Thank you very much, Dory. I appreciate that. And as far as I know, Brooklyn's doing very well. I had her last night. Well, I could do every night, except for Fridays. And she's doing well. I'm going to have her tomorrow. I don't want to talk about it too much because I think it's going to make a really kind of sweet Christmas vlog, hopefully. But yeah, I have her overnight tomorrow night. So thank you for asking, Dory. I appreciate that. Martina says, "Hola, Matthew. Have my lit nativity out front. Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. Electricity rates have gone up, so can't afford to do more. I've had them for 10 years. It's a good tradition. You already got it out. It's December 8th. You're one of those people, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't have any of my decorations up yet. There's Amber popping into chat. Oh, it already started, and here I am sitting here like a chump waiting for you to start it. Let's see. Some people, they just don't pay attention. A very wise man once said, some people's kids. I want to send you some nerd clusters this week coming from Ohio. Well, Cindy, I'm not going to say no to that. I am completely out of nerd clusters in Lucky right now. It's a very sad day, but that's okay. I appreciate you, my dear. Those are so good. They're so expensive. We were just in a candy store. Yes, I say this and I didn't spend $20 at a candy store yesterday when I was with my little girl, but they had them there. I didn't buy them though. I partook in other things. Oh man, they're in Grace. All that candy's going to freeze. I'll get it later. Walking with Johnny K. Hello, hello. And Donna's Road Trips is here. Hello, my dear. But what van would you recommend though? Asks Steven. Honestly, like Chevy. I know they don't make a high top because that's the only van I have experience with, right? And it's like he's been very reliable. Now that being said, they just like anything else, but it's brand new. They don't make it like they used to. But if you can afford to do it, maybe try to find an older Chevy Express and put a high top on it. If you want to avoid all of that nonsense, the Ram ProMaster seem pretty good. If you don't plan on doing like a lot of hauling or anything, they come in a fairly decent size. I've heard, actually I haven't heard. I've witnessed bad things with the Mercedes Sprinters and the Ford Transits. Ford Transit's just a big pain in the butt to work on, and the Transits are always in the shop. But yeah, that's my recommendation. Bobtailed Trucker, frozen candy is preserved. You're not wrong, sir. There's TJ Fischel. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Gorilla Gold Hunters is here as well as Extreme Lifestyles. Hey, Matt, sitting at a Cracker Barrel in New York right now. You are awesome. Thank you very much. You are awesome yourself. And I got to get down to the States at some point. I would love to stay at a Cracker Barrel. I hear that they allow overnight sleeping just like Walmart. So I'm sure they're cracking down on all of that. Just like a lot of places I hear. But it would be I've never eaten at a Cracker Barrel. So put it on my bucket list. But Chevy does make a box truck, says Chuckles in Chaos. She's not wrong. They do. So that's an option as well. Nancy Shadd is here. Michelle Redfelt. And Rachel LeDuc. Dodge ProMaster 100% retirement goal. My apologies. I may have just sucked back an RB classic roast beef and cheese sandwich. Maybe. You'll never know. David M. Hey, Matthew, you seem happier lately. Thank you very much, sir. I have nothing to be miserable about. I am happy. Well, I'm just getting over a cold, but even that's no reason to be super miserable. I had my down days, don't you worry. But I appreciate that. I mean, it's easier to be happier when you are on the other side of a surgery and you further and further you get away from it, the more you heal and feel better. So I guess it's kind of like expected. Pixie Tales is here. Hello, my dear. Wolves inside the UK. Hello, Matthew and Lady Penelope. It's great to catch you live. And thank you so much for the stickers. They look great in our van sky. Well, I'm glad you got those stickers all the way over in the UK. Unbelievable. I always worry about that. You got it in a little manila envelope too, right? Before I realized I could just put them in regular envelopes. No option to gift subscribers. And isn't that that a Twitch thing? I've never heard that on YouTube. Loretta is here. Hello, my dear. How are you? Greg says, I think it just depends on how you go about it. Both the sprinters and the RAM are really good. It just depends on your layout and how well you maintain it. Well, yeah, but I'm referring more to like the mechanical side of things, right? But you don't want to be off the road and in the shop more than the other. You know what I mean? But again, no hands-on experience, so it's hard for me to make a recommendation on a specific van other than the one I live in. Hello, Matthew from Salt Lake City. You look, thank you very much, Marcute. I didn't say that right, and I apologize for the butchering of your name. But thank you for the kind remarks. I appreciate it. Hey, Bradster Lee's in the band. Hello. Evening, Matthew and Penny and Amber. Glad you're here so we can start the party. We were talking crap about you on Patreon. LOL, missed you. I must have missed that, Bradster. Son of a bitch. Just kidding. Hey, Debbie F. Good evening to you as well, my dear. Lovely to see you here as always. Glad you're feeling better, says Lone Wolf. It does take time. You're not wrong. And Rablin Rocketeer is here as well. Hello. How are you? E350 all the way, says Susan. I'm guessing Susan lives in an E350. I'm just throwing that out there. Total uneducated guess. Daniel Ellington is in the house. Hello to you and your lovely wife. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. Naomi Donovan Perry. Good evening, Matthew. That mouth's a word full. That name's a mouthful. How you doing, Naomi? Nice to see you. I want to try winter camping sometime, says Lindy. Do it. I'm excited to start doing it. There's been a few things happening lately that's prevented me from actually getting out there, but who knows? Maybe even next weekend I might be able to do something like that. Now that the snow's finally here in Calgary, although you know what's going to happen as soon as next weekend rolls around, snow going to be gone. That doesn't mean you can't go camping. I understand that, but like I said, it's beautiful winter wonderland versus cold dirt. Thank you very much for the super chat, TJ. Let's see what you said. For the diesel heater refill fund, stay warm this winter. Thank you very much, sir. That's very kind of you to keep me in your thoughts and keeping me warm. We'll make sure we keep that diesel heater tank atop the F up, because it does work like a hot damn. And I'm very lucky, actually. I had an issue with my diesel heater last night. Again, we'll save it for the vlog where I actually talk about it, so I'm not repeating myself. But at the end of the day, compared to what a lot of van lifers have been experiencing with those Chinese diesel heaters off Amazon, that's where mine came from. I can't speak tonight. We're just going to have to learn to adapt, people. I apologize. But that's where mine came from. And all in all, aside from having to replace my fan last spring or whatever, it's been rock solid. So I'm very fortunate with that for sure. There's been a lot of even Amber's had her fair share of headaches. Finally, she's got one that's chugging along and keeping her skinny butt nothing warm too. Habitat and Angel, thank you so much. Since you shouted out my name correctly, I'm binging all your videos. Enjoy them very much. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I love seeing new names come in. There's no offense to everybody who's been around here. I love you all equally. But when I see new names come in like that and say that you're watching my old content, I kind of go, oh God, I'm sorry about it. But on the other hand, I'm like, thank you very much, because I like that people are going back and seeing the whole story. So thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the binge watching. I appreciate that. Hey, Matt, looking good. Good to see you feeling so much better, says Jan Holmes. Thank you very much, Jan. I appreciate that. Anthony B says hello from Ontario. I just saw a bottle of Kraken rum at the liquor store, and it's got a brand new label on it called the Kraken Attacks Ontario. I talked about it last year in my winter camping videos. I got a bottle of Kraken, and it was the Kraken Attacks Alberta. And sorry, Anthony, I'm just pinpointing you right now because you said Ontario in all caps. I thought it was kind of cool. I wonder if they're going to do that every year with every province, or if I just haven't seen the other provinces. I like little marketing gimmicks like that. Too late, I'm offended, says Yukon Sunshine. She gets offended easily. If I don't say hi to her immediately, it's like having a wife, which is why I don't have one. Hi, Yukon. How are you? Speaking Laganese. Yeah, exactly. Loganese. Matthew, that beige Dixon looks great. Thank you, Debbie. I just put it on. Yeah, this is a waffle knit sweater. I didn't know if I would like it or not. Turns out I love it. So there's that. And it's very comfy and cozy on a day like this. Quality content t-shirt, love it. Yes, I know. Did I make one of those, or do I need to make one? I can't even remember anymore. It's on the to-do list, or it's there and available for your purchasing pleasure. I have no idea. Bobtail Trucker, thank you so much. I have a 17-inch SWB 2500 Savannah with a 4.8 and 50,000 miles. Cheers. That's my van, except it's newer, 10 years newer. But that is literally my van. except in his says GMC instead of Chevy. But yes, the 4.8 liter engine out of all the Chevy engines, I feel like is an absolute tank. I can't remember the actual sizes. I think it's like 5.6 and 6.0. That might be the diesel, but either way, the 4.8 liter engine, for those that might be interested in the Chevy Express, it also applies to the GMC Savannah. If you can find those, they're great, because that's what Lucky is, and she tows Grace's butt all the way up and back down a mountain. I'm going to say without complaint. That's not true, but she does do it reliably. Waffles. Now I'm hungry. Thanks. Sorry, coffee fanatic. I said waffle knit, and now they want all the syrup. We had a leak in the seam of our diesel tank for our heater. That's not fun. No, when I first installed my diesel heater, I installed my tank so that my pickup line was at the very bottom, and it just leaked like an absolute sieve. Diesel everywhere. There was a good 6 months after that, where if I rolled down my driver's window while I was driving, it would suck air from the crack in the door, and it would just push that diesel smell right into my nose. The van just stunk for like 6 months. Diesel's one of the worst smells to get rid of. It's brutal. No quality content yet. I would know. Okay, thanks, Debbie. Yeah, I've got a logo made up because I want to make a quality content sticker. For everybody that's interested in merch, I do apologize for my tardiness on it. This is not tardiness; it just means I'd be late to my own merch. Procrastination. We'll go with that word. It's all coming eventually. That's all I can say on that right now. Michelle Swanson says, I am a new patron and I enjoy your content. Well, thank you very much, Michelle. I appreciate your support over there on Patreon. I'm glad you're part of the Van Life Plus community, regardless. A little Duramax in a Chevy seems a good setup. Yep. Dave Fest, what has been your favorite duck you have received since getting Grace? Oh, by far, so far, the favorite one was that orange pumpkin one that Brooklyn gave away to the red Jeep. I thought that was the coolest looking one. I mean, the Minecraft one was nice as well, but that was, I think that was the coolest one so far. A lot of people were saying, you're supposed to keep the ducks and keep them up on your dashboard, and it's like, or pay it forward and don't have a cluster F of ducks in your Wrangler. I just think since I can like kind of showcase it on the vlog, it's cooler to pay them forward and give them away and move them along. You never know whose Jeep you might put it on, right? Quality content merch is branded by a gamer with merch out of California. Well, it's about to be from a idiot in a van up in Canada. Catherine Spong, thank you so much. Meat puck supply for the little fur baby. It's so funny because I just made that joke in a vlog. I think it's the one that comes out on Monday or Tuesday where it's not actual meat pucks now. It's just more like slop because she's doing the chunks and gravy. But no matter what it is, no matter the shape or form, she appreciates it. As do I, Catherine. Thank you very much. That was so sweet of her to pass it on. I know. I was having so much fun getting Brooklyn to duck Jeeps. And just like when she takes it, like without cue, when we were turning around, she's like, there's another Jeep. And then we put the Minecraft Jeep on the Minecraft duck on that Jeep. And it was just super cool. Just like those little moments with her. And you can see like she's learning. Now, it's not like stuff that she needs. It's not like arithmetic, although one would argue you don't really need that. Can I just take a side note here? I think I was talking, I don't remember who I was talking to. Or maybe it was just a meme. But back in like when we were back in school, back when I was in school, and we would make that argument with teachers that we'll just use a calculator. And the teachers would say, you're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket. Where's my phone? You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm teaching her things, and it's kind of fun to see her to do that. I don't know. Being a dad is super cool. It's a lot of work for sure, but it is very rewarding. How's your traction now that we have snow in Calgary? Wouldn't know, Van Wolf. Have not moved Lucky since the snow fell. Was literally on Cal Tire's website this morning. It's a weird balancing act because if I've got this big trip to BC coming up in January, I'm going to need tires for both vehicles, right? So that's expensive. But it's a matter, I want to get studded tires and have 2 sets of tires for both vehicles that just rotate. So it's like initial investment, that's fine. But with the way Calgary and Alberta in general's weather has been lately, it's like, I don't want to put the studs on too soon because if the snow goes away, I'm just rolling studs on pavement. And I know that it's winter and it's like, fine, whatever. I'm probably making a mountain out of a molehill, but in my mind, I'm like, those studs are going to wear out so much faster. So I'm trying to time it where like, if I'm going to go see my parents at Christmas with Brooklyn, I'm going to put studded tires on Grace like December 22nd, because we'd probably leave the 26th or something like that. And then Lucky, if Lucky's going to make that journey in January, put those on then. All that is to say, I bet you if I took Lucky for a bit of a rip right now, we'd probably slide all over the place. Well, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of slushy now. The Duratrack tires on Lucky are great for mud and snow and slush. Ice, not so much. Jeep Wave, Van Wave, can we all just get along? I do the Jeep Wave from Lucky when I'm towing Grace. I have not gotten a single wave back yet. It's going to happen eventually. Hello from Quartzsite, Arizona. I fled the coming Ontario winter. Lisa's just like, I'm out. Peace down. Well, I'm glad you're down there and avoiding it. I don't think Ontario actually has snow yet, though, which is funny. They also had like ridiculously unseasonable weather for the longest time, did they not? Wasn't it like 20 degrees last week in Ontario or something like that? Install studs yourself in other tires. I've done that. I actually did that on Lucky's old tires. To that I say nay. I shall never do that again. Studding tires is a pain in the butt. And no, thank you. Elaine, thank you very much for that super sticker. Look at that guy. He's got a whole bunch. He's got all of the sunglasses. He's a very funky looking. What do we think that? Oh, it's a game controller. It's a video game controller with attitude. I appreciate that, Elaine. Thank you very much. Do you think that van life ages a person faster? No. I would off the cuff? No, I wouldn't say so. I don't feel that way. Anyway, I mean, for me, van life is not just, and I know I'm behind in the chat, you guys. I'm sorry. It's been so long since we've chatted. I'm trying to see as much as I can and respond to just as much. Also, hello, Van Life with Gina. Welcome to the chat, my dear. Always good to see you. No, I don't think it ages you. And for me, it's actually, I don't want to say it's done the opposite, but, and this will all sort of come out way down the line in the vlog about what van life means to me, but it actually gave me not a reason to live. That's very dramatic, but it like really instilled in me or lit a spark in me or reminded me of what it was like to be my younger self. Maybe that's the best way to look at it, because I've constantly called Lucky my tiny little home on wheels, and it's my fort. Like when I'm a little boy, and I would build a fort out of chairs and blankets at my grandparents' house. And you fill that fort with pillows. And you just go in there and you, well, I don't know, maybe play Game Boy. I never had a Game Boy. I don't know what the hell I did in there. Probably played with action figures. Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles would be my guess. But it was still my fort that I had built. And now as an adult, when I did that to Lucky, it's kind of like, yep, I just built myself a fort I can take anywhere. So no, I don't think it ages you. I get where your question's probably coming more from the physicality of it, I would imagine, and maybe the stress of not being able to do the easy stuff. I did just talk about like showering in the vlog I was filming today, and that being one of the caveats that you don't have. Like it's very easy to miss having a shower and a bathtub right at your disposal. But you adapt to that stuff, and no, I don't think it ages you. Sorry, I'm getting way behind here. I do apologize. See you in the next one. Thank you, Andrew. Have a good night. Oh, did Vernon pop in? I missed him. There he is. Vernon and Francisco. He also says nay, but hello to you two gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Okay, so does van life make you more of an introvert other than Amber helping with your sanity? Laughing my ass off. Okay, so I'm an introvert for sure, and I love that about me. I don't think that it makes you more of one unless you want it to. Because if you look at other van lifers, they use van life as a, bounding board. Why is my phone making noises like I bought stuff? Oh, Dory just placed a order on Fourth Wall. Thank you, Dory. I appreciate that. Using it as a springboard to be more social, to be more of an extrovert. Just look at Bruce Van Life Jr. Like he's always out there talking with people, meeting people. He's got that whole little community. He loves that. That's not for me so much. I mean, a lot of my patrons that came to the meetup last year could probably tell you that when I am in a group, I can be quite in my element and quite happy and energized for sure. But I don't think, again, that van life will make you more of an introvert unless you want it to. And in my case, yeah, I guess it kind of has. And that's another reason why I like it. I'll be in my fort. Y'all go away. I don't know. Andrea's here. Did I miss anything? No, darling. But we missed you. Thank you for showing up. Happy Friday. See there, James says van life makes him more of an extrovert. Exactly, right? Paul Sherman, hello, sir. Welcome to the live chat. LJA is here. Jay-Z the horse is in the house saying hello to the beautiful Miss Penny. She's in the back there. Vanlife doesn't cause gray hairs. It's just that you've had too many birthdays. There's that too. Bradster Lee, what are you drinking tonight, Matthew? You know, that's a great question. I'm actually not even drinking yet. What is going on? I'm going to start this very simple. It's been a while, but in honor of the stupid snow that is outside, I'm going to make myself a hot chocolate with that mix that Francis sent me. And we're going to add just a little bit of creme liqueur. That's my plan. So hold on a hot minute, everybody. I got to fill up a jet boil with some Wawa. Ew, how long has that Wawa been in there? It'll probably be fine. Oh, lucky Beth. Merry Christmas to you. That is very generous. Thank you so much, my dear. Oh, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you are here. I hope wherever you are warm, well-fed, and have a big stupid smile on your face. It was Friday night, and that's the way it should be. This faucet's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Come on, you bastard. There we go. All right. Put the lid on that. Let's get the water boiling. Ooh, there we go. Put that over here. When it inevitably overflows because I'm not paying attention to it. I should open up the hot chocolate here and see what we got. Now, here's my question. When you guys are making hot chocolate, do you put the chocolate powder in the cup first, or do you put the water in and then the powder? I think I'm a powder in first sort of guy, because then the pouring motion of the water starts to mix it up. You know what I mean? How much of this shit am I supposed to put in here? Add 4 tablespoons, so double it for me. I'll have chocolate sludge. Hang on. I know what I don't have, though. I don't have any like little mini marshmallows. That would have been great. I say that like I drink hot chocolate so much. Hot chocolate without marshmallows is just fine. Okay, so put this. You see that? There's the cup sitting on the computer. Yikes. Powder first, okay? We got powder first always. Let's see, we're doing it right, people. All right, there's one. Is that, we call that 1 tablespoon? I'm not going to sleep tonight. Okay, that's got to be more like, yikes. For the beer fund, Paul, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I haven't had a beer in a while. I find myself drinking less beer in the winter. I got to stop. I'm not going to. That's enough. Everybody just calm down. But yeah, I definitely find myself drinking less beer in the winter. To me, that's a spring, summer drink, even a fall drink. But for some reason in the wintertime, because it's because I like rum. That's the actual reason. But I'm gonna impart my thoughts for a moment. I think it's because they do have winter ales, which tend to be on the darker side of the spectrum of beers. And I've never been a dark beer guy. Like winter ales are tart. Ooh, not my cup of hot chocolate, if I may be so bold. Oh yeah, that's been gone for a long time, Jackie. I drank that. Who knows? Forever ago. We call that measurement an ish. That's exactly right, Andrea. And you can let the hot water stir it for you. See, we're all on the same wavelength. Unless there's the one person who's like, powder second. This is nonsense. Matt is my real dad. This is news to me, everybody. I'll be right back. Yikes. Just kidding. No marshmallows. Yeah, you can calm down, Bradster. It'll be okay. I feel like it is normal for people to drink beer more in the summer. Anyone I have ever known to drink beer only really does so in the summer. I don't know. I mean, even Amber would agree. It just goes so much better. A cool. Let me try that again. A cold beer on a hot summer day at a barbecue. So good. No touchy the computer. Nancy. I put the powder in first in the water. It makes it easier to stir. Yeah, see? Dang, seeing you live for the first time. Says, beating back time. Why are you so angry at time, man? What did it do to you? I mean, don't answer that. I understand. Time's a fickle bitch that stops for no man. Welcome to the live chat. I hope you have fun and we leave you with a great impression. Hey, Douglas Howard. Hello, Matthew and Penny from Tennessee. Oh, Dork Forge is here. A live stream, and you have cues for my A's. And I've got quality for your ass. Hang on. I got to add the water to the hot chocolate. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on... Wait, I got to leave room for the Baileys. What the hell am I doing? It's bubbling. That's how hot this stupid... Whoa! That was amazing. I couldn't have planned that better. The little powder just went... like the movie Dune is in my chocolatey drink. Thanks, Dane Cook. Okay. I drink Malibu in the winter. Reminds me of summer. There's that too. And I get that. If I was really feeling nostalgic for the winter, I could see myself... or the summer. See myself grabbing a can of Lucky and just being like... camping. Hot chocolate with milk is good. Yes. Normally, that is probably how I would do it, Nikki. I don't have any milk right now. I have been... This Bloody Dutchman dairy bottle has... It came all the way to BC with me. Actually, there was milk in it when Brooklyn and I first got there, and we used it at one breakfast. And it's been in Lucky ever since, and I keep procrastinating on going back to the market and getting another bottle. All that is to say, no milk tonight. The diesel heater is doing well, Vernon. Thank you very much for asking. I don't think it's trying to kill me anymore. Canadian itinerant just says pee bottle. It's like a guy who just walks into the room, looks around at everybody, and just goes, pee bottle. And everybody shuts up, looks at him, and goes, yes? Awkward. Okay. Captain Morgan is the best. What, when spiced rum? Yes. I don't know about the best, but it's a gosh darn good go-to. I got chocolatey sludge, people. We got chocolatey sludge. Sorry, I shouldn't have gotten the stupid metal spoon. That's got to be annoying. Hang on. We can solve this. Dirty a second spoon. Then it won't be as loud when I'm doing this motion. Just slightly off camera. It's stirring hot chocolate, everybody. Just calm down. Yeah, Sailor Jerry's. Sailor Jerry's is a great spiced rum, I'm not going to lie. Rob is a smart and intelligent man, and you should never let him go, Jan. You should probably go and buy him a bottle of Sailor Jerry's. Rum, butter, hot water, or cider and spices. That's a good one. No, Deneth, I'm not going to shout that out just because you... No, that's inappropriate behavior. Matthew, what happened to the pasta dinner at your parents'? We ate it. What? What do you mean what happened to it? Are you asking why I haven't made a video about what it was? You gotta have some mystery. He says you forgot good looking. Bro, I mean, fair, but I didn't want to, make everybody jealous, Rob. Come on now. Margot, how are you, my dear? Welcome to the live chat. Hey, Fairy Dust, Weep the Wild Winds is here. Spice rum and spicy orange tea. Hot toddy. There you go. That's not a bad... That reminds me of the live streams I used to do in Banff last winter. They were talking about hot toddies and stuff like that a lot. I need to get back out there at some point, too. Just return to Banff for, one episode. Just, it was a big focal point for last year. There's been a lot going on this year, though, so far. Am I a fan of this hot chocolate or no? I just tasted it off my spoon, and it was... I don't want to put it in my mouth. It's very hot. Probably can't see it. There's a lot of steam, but the light's crushing it. A little bit of glub glub. There's my milk. Everybody saw me. You're witness to my milk. Okay. Hi from Belfast, says John Boy. Hello, sir. How are you doing over there? What time it is? What time it is in good old Belfast right now? Scotch is greater than rum. If you're trying to be fancy or a Bond villain. Am I growing my hair out? How long? Love the channel. That was a lot of information and questions all in one. Thank you very much. Yes, I am, and I don't know. I'm assuming you meant Matthew. What? At Dazzler. What's happening? I missed something. My bad. Will you be doing any winter camping? Yes. Yeah. I don't know when, but that'll be another thing that could be potentially cool about me being in BC for that extended period of time, which I still don't have the details on. But if I get lucky out there, potentially I could be doing some camping around that area. If any of those campgrounds are open, I don't know. But with Grace, that could be really cool to try to do challenges that way to stay warm and do winter camping. And then if I puss out, like I most likely will, I'll just take lucky. But yes. Return to Banff. Great idea. Yeah, man, I'm full of those. Thanks, Tori. May we sing happy birthday? You want me to sing? I'm not. This is just, oh boy. Who? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear fairy dust weep the wild winds. Happy birthday to you. I don't know what came over me. What is Santa bringing Brooklyn? Probably too many things. But I'll be making a vlog out of shopping for her, like I feel like I usually do. She's still young enough that nothing big, although I might bring for something a little bit more expensive for her from my side. Her mom and I went in on a gift like we usually do that she has over at her mom's house. And those are like some like big climbing blocks all over the floor so they can play the floor is on, or the floor is lava and that sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I can see that. I see people talking about ads. It's telling me now. Ad inserted. That's new. They must have changed some things. So we just wait in silence for everybody who's having an ad right now to come back. That seems ill-advised. My husband walked by. Happy birthday to Ozzy Jack's husband. I can't do it all the time. Yes, we wait 10 minutes. What? I'm off for a little while, off to the shops for air conditioning. Yeah, I bet. No doubt. You're going to need it. Didn't you say it was like 47 degrees Celsius in Australia the other day? That's crazy. Love the poems you read so much. I only really read the one poem. Although, well, I guess I've read poetry on previous live streams, haven't I? We can make ad breaks all, yeah, waiting for somebody to return from bio break, right? I don't know if it was 57, but it was in the 40s for sure. James says a meetup in Calgary towards the end of next week. Would love to say hi, fellow van lifers here. Probably not, because next week it's very busy this time of year. So I see that people can keep asking about something like that. So if I get up the courage to announce it and do it, I am sweating. This hot chocolate is, wow. Damn. So I got segue to avoiding that conversation. I did. Yes, Robert Service. Yukon Sunshine knows I have a couple books of Robert Service poetry. One that Jackie Lucky Angel sent me. I love him. He's great. Who knows? Maybe I'll read some later on this live stream. I make no promises, but sometimes that just tends to happen on these things. Oh, Dorkforge says, fun fact, I delivered an Amazon package to a billionaire today. He bought cheap gloves. How do you know he was a billionaire? Stalker. Oh, Shirley Watkins just sent me she commented. Shirley, are you in the live chat? You commented on Patreon saying it's your first live stream. Hi, Shirley. Maybe you're watching on your TV and you can't send a chat message. To which I say, hello. Yeah, Camaro Sean. Diesel heater plus hot chocolate equals the night. Or sweaty van lifer. Hey, Matt, where I live in Miami, there are a bunch of U-Haul 10-foot box trucks for sale. GMC's 4.8 liter. They have good headroom for someone like me. Do you have any thoughts about box trucks? If that's what they are based on, do it. And if it's a good deal, 100%. I mean, again, I talked about this earlier in the live stream. Maybe you weren't here yet, Jeff. Or Jefferson's Space. Jefferson's Space. You name tripped me out there for a second. But that's just lucky with more room. Because box trucks are they're just the cab with like the shell of the van cut away at the factory, and then they put the box on. So if it's a good price and it's got decent mileage on it, go for it. That sounds great. And there's so many options with a box truck that you could build. It's basically an ambulance without all of the like contoured walls that they put in the ambo for all of their cupboards and whatnot, for the emergency equipment to revive the dead people. Spent the summer in Dawson City this past summer for a gold mine. Robert Service had his cabin there and lots of history with him there. It's awesome and gorgeous. I freaking bet. That's one thing I could be like, hopefully I meant to do this like last week when I got like the weekend after I got back from BC, although Brooklyn and I ended up staying there a second weekend longer than we meant to. So anyway, spoilers for stuff coming up on the vlog, hopefully, fingers crossed, because I've been thinking about it for a while and no real reason. Hi Becky, how are you? Other than I just want to, because I think it'd be cool to get lucky up there, as I want to take a weekend for myself and just drive the rig to the Northwest Territories, which is a territory, not a province, right above Alberta to the north. This might not be the best time of year to do it now that I'm thinking about it, but it'd be cool to get up there just to say that I have for the vlog, for myself, just because I think it would be cool. I'm not a big travel vlog, obviously. I'm very much a routine lifestyle sort of van life channel. But if I'm still getting the ability to do more stuff like that. The biggest problem is I don't like being away from my little girl, right? But small steps, baby steps, doing stuff like that, I think that'd be really cool. And I was supposed to do that in my brain planning way. Yeah, like a week ago. That didn't happen. Hopefully soon. Would you buy and build a box truck for the future lifestyle? Maybe. You never know, right? I don't know what I'm leaning towards for my next thing for sure is a truck with a camper on it. That would be my, like, right now in this moment, that's my ideal Lucky 2.0 setup. Just because I like trucks. I like the idea of campers. I like the idea of being able to take it off of the truck if need be. And just got to have a nice big ass truck that can still haul Grace. But that's just a pipe dream at this point, and I'm very fickle, and that idea has evolved on its own multiple times. So you just never know. But yeah, Huckleave is like, maybe save the Northwest Territories for spring, then go. Yeah. And when I say go to there, I mean like literally just rush the border, go just across it to like wherever I can park overnight and just be like, hey, I made it, and then come back as the first trip, right? Not to go around exploring the Northwest Territories, because that was going to take a lot of time. But yeah, let's do that in the summer and bring bug juice, lots of it. Great, because it's full of, it's great. There's no good time to visit the Northwest Territories. You're either getting killed by bugs or you're getting killed by cold. Thank you, John Campbell. I appreciate that. Amber would be a great nanny. I love how honest you are, but good. So that's the only way to be. As I continue to talk about my relationships and my love life this chapter, for those that may not have seen the first love entry in the vlog, that is the focus of this chapter and this journey, and sharing that side of my life with everybody. And it was very interesting for me to see some people's responses in the comments and what they assume the video means or represents, or that it was like a standalone or whatever. Nay, there's lots to come. But that's definitely a lesson that I learned on that whole journey of my love life, let's say, about being honest and being true to who you are. There's a reason I say be yourself at the end of every video. Let's just leave it at that. I'm so looking forward to the place this Grace will allow you to go. Me too, Sharon, me too. She's already taken me on lots of journeys. But some of that stuff you just got to keep for yourself, you know? I want to go to Alaska. Yeah, I suppose that's the same direction, pretty much. Although I think if I was to go to Alaska from here, I actually go into BC and then up that highway. But I would love to go to Alaska as well. That's definitely on the bucket list. Again, going back to my reasoning why I don't do a lot of traveling because of Brooklyn, that's a longer trip. So I'm starting a little smaller. I guess I could start really small and just go to Saskatchewan for a day. I've been to Saskatchewan, though. That's the other thing. Just Mel, thank you so much for the super sticker, my dear. That's very kind of you. Hope you're doing well on this lovely, albeit chilly, where I am, Friday evening. How good does Lucky tow Grace around? Real good. She comes right along. That was one of my biggest, like, obviously my biggest concerns when I got Grace was, like, I knew Lucky could do it, but since I hadn't witnessed Lucky do it, I had no idea. I actually had a lot of, like, coffee meetings with my buddy Mike, who's been my best friend since grade 1, and we kind of chatted about towing capacities and whatnot, because he's always had big trucks his whole life, and he's had big camper trailers that he hauls, and he grew up on a farm where they were hauling horse trailers, so he knows way more about towing than I do. And it's one of those things that somebody who's only ever towed a very light boat doesn't really process, is like tongue weight is a big thing, and tongue weight is on any trailer, like where the trailer hitch meets the tow vehicle, the ball, or this happens, this right here, that's tongue weight. And that, that vehicles have a limit when it comes to tongue weight, but Grace doesn't have it. The tongue weight is 0 when you are towing a vehicle like Grace. So that right there alleviates so much stress on Lucky's suspension and everything. And she just comes right along. Lucky gets a little uppity in the summer when we're going up the mountain, for sure. You definitely see your engine temperature creep a little bit past that midpoint. I think at the worst of it, when I was towing her in the summer, like if this is your red line, if this is like your engine overheating and it goes like ticks like this on the gauge, mine got to this one at the worst. So she definitely puts up a little bit of a stink there. Grace helps a lot when you're going down a mountain, though. You just kind of go woof. Yeah. But yeah, no, so far, no problems. I am concerned about getting both vehicles out to BC in January. But again, I don't think you were on the live chat yet, Vernon. That's why I'm going to be getting studded tires for both vehicles for sure. That's like my Christmas present to myself, investing in some good rubber. It's like, I said invest in rubber. Shush, condom jokes aside. But yeah, got to use protection. And that is my protection against death on the highways in the wintertime. I've had this conversation with some people recently where honestly your tires are the most important thing on your vehicle. You could have a lot of other things fail on your vehicle from time to time, but tires, I would say, I'm just going to make that ads. It keeps popping up telling me when there's going to be ads. I can skip them. That's fun. But tires is what connects you to the bloody road. It is the only thing that connects you to the road, and it gives you all of the control and traction that you have in whatever conditions you might be in. That is not a place you should be cheaping out on. So investing into that for sure, especially since I'm going to be zipping back and forth over that mountain with Grace multiple times, right, to see Brooklyn. Everybody leaves Saskatchewan. I was going to say, but that's kind of true. My mom was born there. She doesn't live there anymore, though, does she? Anyway. Not this year yet, of course. I can't live without my studs. I love my road teeth. Yeah, I saw your comment, Cleve, on the last video where I was talking about them. I agree. I'll be getting them, especially since Alberta's got 0 laws against studs. And in BC, they are allowed April 1st to October 30th. Hi, Dad. They are your only contact with the pavement. Did I say something other than that? My dad's in the chat. Everybody say, hi, Dad. How are you? That's true. I remember Dad saying that to me a lot, too, when I was growing up and doing car stuff. And since Dad's in the chat now, we'll talk about car stuff. I think I mentioned this before, but one of the coolest little things that Dad ever did when I was growing up, learning to drive and learning to take care of my vehicles, is anytime there'd be a new car that we would get, or like new to us or whatever, he would always get a rag, open up the hood, and find a spot in the engine bay to tie that rag really right in there and leave it in the engine bay. And you want to make sure it's away from your belt and your fan and all of that, of course. But then you would just leave that there, and it's just in the engine bay. Every time you need to check your oil, loved it. Thought it was great. I still haven't done that on Lucky, but that's probably because it's a home and I have paper towel at the ready. But still, I thought that was a really cool thing. Oh, I see that Sandy's here as well. I see there's a lot of people saying hello to Dad that I missed. I apologize, but I appreciate the kindness, everybody. Yeah, Mom's probably there too somewhere. You're not wrong. They're actually on their way here tomorrow. They hit the road. They're going to be in town. You're going to be taking Mom's little beep beep California raisin Buick. It's got all the horses to go up and down the mountain and all-wheel drive. Oh, Lisa's here. Sorry, Lisa, I didn't see you in the chat either. Lisa Olivia. You changed your name. Did you and Vernon have a fight? I'm just kidding. Okay. Hey, Matt, how are you doing? Mike Mundell, how you doing, sir? Did you get your stickers yet, Mike? Mike's on my Patreon. We're having issues with some delivery services. And Sarah Rose is here as well. Hello, my dear. Well, you're Sarah and Tank Girl now. When did you change your name? Or is it always that? I didn't know. You didn't. Olivia is the cat's name. Gotcha. So she'd rather have her last name be her cat's name than yours. I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about it, Vernon? Just, I'm kidding. Calm down. There's Marla M. You're never chop liver. But a lot of names and words are flying past the screen, just like Linnea Russell. Hello, my dear. Alberta Trucking says, I installed an electric fan on the van for summer. An electric on it will help with heat on it for the summer. I had some experience. I had a Dodge Ram. Oh, I just had to have this bloody truck. It's actually it was after I sold my first Wrangler, when I blew the what was it, the throwout bearing or something like that, and I decided to get rid of it. And then I went through multiple vehicles, and one of them was a Ram 1500, and I purchased it off of this kid out of town. He was some country bumpkin that loved his truck, but he had gotten a new one or something, and he had installed electric fans in that Ram. And anyways, I can only speak to my experience. Hated it. I actually ended up taking it out, going to pick and pull, finding the proper fan off of an old Ram and putting it back in. I don't know. That's just my experience. That's very true, Vernon. Smart man. Not just a hat rack, my friend. I'll send you a windshield sticker for Lucky if you send me a sticker for Truck Camper, says Jeremy. Deal. Hey, there's Leopard Girl. How you doing, my dear? You're supposed to be in bed. You're misbehaving. You should be sawing logs right now. My Tiny Journey says, my Promaster did great on 10K Colorado mountains, and I got the crap factory tires. My knuckles didn't, though. Scary AF, don't like heights. And that's what's great about the Promasters as well. Let's not forget, we were talking about other vans earlier. The Promasters are front-wheel drive. Every other cargo van is rear-wheel drive, and that makes a difference, a huge difference, especially in snow. Not only do you get that, it feels sort of more like a car driving experience, but you actually do have more control and traction in a front-wheel drive vehicle because all of the weight is in the front. Right? Again, in a van build, you got a lot of weight in the back, yada, yada, yada. But you can't deny that control that comes with a front-wheel drive vehicle. And the Promasters are that. Oh, an extra one. Gotcha. That makes sense, Albert Trucking. I keep calling you Alberta Trucking. There's no A at the end of your name. How dare I? Unbelievable. Fairy Dust is so happy, just like tranny on Promasters. It's 2023. You got to be careful who you say that to. Oh, you're talking about transmissions, then it's okay. They received an improvement in 2023. Yeah, I just watched the Straight Pipes do a review of the 2023 Promaster. That was so funny to watch those two. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that channel. It's a YouTube channel I followed for quite a while. There are a couple of young guys over in Ontario that do car reviews, and normally, like, they started off reviewing like very stereotypical family cars, and they've gotten big enough now. They've got over 2 million subs, where they usually do like supercars and stuff and brand new, like high end whatnot. They still do everyday stuff as well, like F-150s and the Tundra and all that stuff. But to see that cargo van pop up on their thumbnail, that was pretty cool. And I hadn't watched one of their videos in a while, so I checked it out. It was pretty interesting to see. Canadian Nomad Life. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the live chat. Sorry, hang on a second. Rob and Jan agree. They love their Promaster. See, I could see, like, that's what the fine print has as well. He lives in a Promaster. What is the drink of choice tonight, Corey? Tonight I am enjoying a hot chocolate all the way from the UK. Well, all the way from Damazon via the UK. Some Starbucks hot chocolate with a little bit of Irish cream for now. It's very snowy and cold in Calgary, so I thought it was appropriate. How's your leg pain been? I hope all is better. Thanks for asking, Sharon. I appreciate that. I totally lost my train of thought reading other comments. My bad. I apologize, but it's been good. It's been really good. I think I'm finally starting to get better, which is funny to say because it's been over 2 months since the surgery now. But I've kind of learned what does and does not work, what I can and cannot get away with. I definitely didn't do myself any favors lifting those batteries out of Lucky or picking my little girl up out of those two things. I'll fight anybody trying to stop me from picking Brooklyn up. Now, that's not me just being ignorant. Of course, I was much more conscious of it closer to when I had just come out of surgery. I would just help her get into Grace and whatnot. She'd grab my fingers and she'd put a foot on the door and she'd just I'd help her hike herself up. But I can't not pick my kid up either. So little things like that I think probably deterred a little bit of the healing, but I'm still here. I'm not in agonizing pain, which is good. I'm still on gabapentin. I just got my last refill today. So I'm on my final 90 pills of that dosage. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to have to find a doctor that can wean me off of that. I don't know that going cold turkey off of gabapentin would be the best decision I could make. Thank you very much, Elizabeth Ruth. And you tackle that surgery hell on. Attack it hell on. Elizabeth Ruth! Attack it head on. You're going to be fine, my dear. Thank you very much for the continued support as well. Hey, Dan Van Dan and Miss Tina. Dan, I'm not going to lie. Thank you very much for the shirt and the beers. The pale ales are still in the fridge. I've had one of them. They're a pale ale. The lagers did not live long. I will tell you that. Did I get the salted caramel hot chocolate? Is that what this is? Maybe that is what this is. Maybe that's what it is. Yes, it is. That's right. Didn't you watch the vlog where I opened this? How dare you? How dare you? But yes, it is salt. That's why it tasted weird at the beginning, everybody, when I was first like, why? It's salted caramel. And now it's salted caramel chocolate with Bailey's. Oh my goodness. Renee May is here. I'm here, kind of. The Wi-Fi is uncooperative tonight. Sending everyone my love. Hopefully this gets through. Can everybody please do me a favor? I'm going to take a little tangent here and just send Renee some love in the chat. Just give her a hey, give her a hi. Say thank you for being here I think I've told this story before. And I was actually thinking about Renee either yesterday or earlier today. And I hadn't seen her around on Patreon for a while. But near the beginning of this whole journey of my van life here on YouTube, right after the channel started to take off in December of 2021, I was about to do my first live stream. I think it was. Renee, correct me if I'm wrong. I was about to do it, and she lives in Alberta. She lives north. She lives closer to Edmonton. And she offered me the opportunity to call her, which I thought was crazy because I'm like, I don't know this person. And I don't know what I'm doing. Let's get serious. But I did. I ended up giving her a call and we chatted for, I don't even know, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And she's been a big supporter of a lot of van life channels on YouTube. And I guess she's been a moderator for a lot of people on live streams. So she was trying to just offer me some insight and some support for what I was doing because she said she honestly believed in what I was doing, which was crazy at the time. That was right around, I think, right before 3,000 subs or just after or something like that. Obviously, I'm not getting any younger. I'm closer to 40 now than I was yesterday. And I just want to say thank you, Renee. That was really cool. That's one of those moments in this like crazy van life journey of mine that I'm never going to forget. And I don't think I've ever really given it the proper shout out. So I'm glad you're okay. I'm sorry the Wi-Fi is spotty. And welcome to the live chat. Hopefully your Friday night's going great. Just as good as it was then. That was my New Year's live stream. Damn. Rebecca says, hey, Matthew, stay warm out there. Yes, I'm doing my best. Thank you. Kathy Remchuk, hello, as well as Celeste Cat Van Kuren. Although you've been here for a while, I didn't see your name in the chat. I didn't say hi to you, Celeste, and I apologize for that. Whew. So I'm just playing catch up here. Matthew, do not put your diesel can nozzle on top of your roof of your Jeep. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll wipe it off with paper towel. I know why you're saying that. And eventually it will Mike Mundell says, hey, Matt, is there any games for the Switch or PlayStation that you wanted? Not really, my man. No, I pretty much have everything. Like, I don't play them as much as you might think I do. And it's I think that's not the first time you've asked me that. I know some people are getting an ad right now, and I apologize. It's this new system. But I think I'm good, man. I appreciate that. The only game that I'm like looking forward to playing eventually would be Super Mario RPG. They just remade it for the Switch, but I don't think it's worth $70 or $80 or whatever ludicrous price it is that they're charging for it. I know it's a remaster, but still. Other than that, no, I've been having a good time with what I have. Thank you very much, sir. Did I get the other 2 stickers? Mary, yeah, I must have. I had this moment on the vlog the other day where I was opening them up and I was like, oh boy, more stickers. And then I was like, oh, right, because Mary said more were coming. Hang on. I think, yeah, one's a Cookie Monster, right? Is that right? And the other one says, if you can read this, roll me over. That's them, right? Rajani Kumari, have yourself a fantastic weekend. Thank you for being here. Where's Mary? Has she responded yet? No. I'm trying so hard. Does Amber have a YouTube channel? No, she doesn't. Would Amber be girlfriend? Because she should be. Why? That's just no. No offense. Yeah, Amber would be great. What Amber and I have is great. It's more important, I think, than romantic relationships. So everybody that's shipping that needs to calm the F down and just enjoy the content that we put out. But goals for the new year, I just want to keep the vlog going. I don't really do New Year's resolutions or anything like that. It is hot. Like, I need to stop drinking this hot chocolate. It is ridiculous in here right now. No, I mean, it'd be great to maybe have Lucky 2.0 by the end of 2024. I don't know if that's realistic or not, though. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. I know that probably sounds cheesy, cornbally, all that stuff, but it's important for me to just tell the story I want to tell, live my life on my terms. That's been great, and just continue on being me. If that changes, I will let you know. One is Roll Me Over, and the other is the top. Oh, I got the topless one already, Mary. Oh, you guys haven't seen that video yet. Never mind. That's Monday's. That was going to be today's video. There was a video scheduled for today. Then I decided I was going to do a live stream, so I bumped it to Monday. You're welcome. What would Lucky 2.0 look like? I don't know. Probably part me, part whoever I make it with. Lucky 2.0 is a new vehicle or a remodel? Probably a new vehicle. Yeah, it wouldn't be like I remodel Lucky and all of a sudden she's Lucky 2.0. She's always going to be Lucky. That's it. But Lucky I could see becoming like a spiritual successor name, no matter what it is, whether I'm in another van or a truck camper, school bus, like whatever. It's still going to be Lucky 2.0, Lucky 3.0. I guess if I ever bought like a house, that could be Lucky House 0.0. That was weird. Well. Stephen Williamson, waving from down under Australia. Keep up the good work. Don't change for anyone, from Steve and Kate Williamson. And hello to Amber. Well, thank you very much, Stephen. I hope you're not burning to a crisp down there. Thank you for being part of the Vanlife Plus community. I appreciate it. Andrea, that's because I just put him in the mailbox today. I'm out of. I'll be right back. Yeah, I procrastinated on that a little bit. Lisa, if you're in the chat as well, Lisa Gray, yours just went out today as well. I've been so lazy. I apologize. Hey, Chris, how you doing, my man? Destination Van Life in the chat. Nice to see you, sir. Curious, why do you name your vehicles and home? What? I mean, my vehicle is my home. And I just like that. I didn't used to. It wasn't until I had the van that I started naming vehicles. My uncle names everything. Well, my uncle names everything the same, but that's not true. But I don't know. I like that as a thing. And I mean, if you watch vlog, what is it, 94 or whatever from chapter 2, my farewell final, like part 6 or whatever, when chapter 1 ended, I give a whole explanation why Lucky is named Lucky. And then Grace, it just kind of like kept with the tradition. And I knew she was